The creative director of Borderlands 2 is here, and we're gonna play it. So how's that for an episode, universe? Today's new challenger is brought to you by Carbonite. Greetings, Internet. I'm Anthony, and I am crazy excited this week because we are going to play some Borderlands 2. With me on the fake set today is Paul Hellquist, the creative director of the game. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about what we're going to see today.
Today we're going to show you a level of the game called the Wildlife Exploitation Preserve. This is a place where the Hyperion Corporation is figuring out what all the different monsters on Pandora can do and trying to see if they can exploit them to their own ends, but they don't want it to sound too bad. So It's a preserve, of course.
I love it.
So this is a part of the game that takes place about halfway through the game, and we'll get to see some of our familiar characters and hear a little of Handsome Jack.
Awesome. Let's jump into it.
Zero is our assassin. His specialties are sniping and melee range sorts of things.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down into the melee.
He's kind of our Mordecai replacement, but he plays very differently.
Yes, yeah. If you enjoy your sniping, you want to be over in one of these other trees. This one here, the sniping tree. Mm-hmm. But we're going to show a bit of the bloodshed tree, which is mostly about melee-related things.
Love it.
Got a bunch of points here. We'll get this one, so I can kill the guys that are low health. Be Like Water is pretty cool. This one encourages you to switch between your guns and your melee frequently. Okay. You always want to grab the Game Changer. That's what we call this one here in the middle, and these are 1 point. And this changes his melee attack from a basic slash to a dashing attack.
Nice. Got
my sniper rifle. And we'll head on into the preserve. We're currently looking for our friend Mordecai from the first game.
Okay. Contemptible Survivor. Tell me about that.
So all the class mods give you bonuses to your skills, as I just mentioned, and they all come with a special a name that sort of communicates to players and yourself what skills that they're amplifying. So those names usually refer to the skills that you're getting bonuses on.
You kind of gotta suck it up to equip anything that makes people say that you're contemptible.
These are the Stalker enemies. This is a new enemy for Borderlands 2, and as you can see, they're a pain in the butt because they go invisible.
Oh wow!
But Zero can deal with that. When he uses his action ability, Deception, he can see them.
Oh. So Deception is the one where I set out the decoy.
Right.
And then I become invisible.
Right. This here is a TDR weapon, so you're going to see me hurling that at the enemies when I reload. Like that. Where'd they go? Here. Okay, my action skill's ready, so let's find them. Now, ideally, I want to get in tight and get that shot off for highest damage. Your first shot out of Deception is worth the most damage.
Okay.
See, now Mordecai is helping snipe here. He's up in that cave. We're going to be finding him, and he's softening them up with me. So he's sort of fighting with me right now, which is really cool.
What is this environment we're in? Well, we're in the preserve. Is that part of an overall larger environment?
Right now, we're just outside the preserve. You can see some of the Hyperion facility over there, and Mordecai's been scoping the place out for us.
Okay.
And we got to hook up with him and find out what's going on here. So Hyperion has captured Bloodwing.
I love Bloodwing.
Right, his pet. So he's looking for some help here.
Rolling Echo ahead. All my data's on a chip in my bird Bloodwing's collar, including your claptrap upgrade.
So we're actually looking for some software to upgrade Claptrap to help us get into a bigger Hyperion facility that's housing some of the important plot.
Gotcha.
At this stage of the game. So we're trying to get in there and get some data that Mordecai had stolen, and he attached it to Bloodwing's collar.
Cool.
But Hyperion has taken Bloodwing. So
I'll provide support. Just like
so is he going to stick up here, or is he going to come in with us?
He's going to hang up here, and as you can see, he's going to provide some support. Now this is Borderlands. We don't just run down the hill. We're just going to jump off the cliff and be on our way.
Yeah.
Jack makes me laugh. He kidnapped Bloodwing, so I start pissing my pants and making threats that if anything happens to my bird, I'll blah, blah, blah. But Blood and I have been through a lot. I know my girl.
Took off his leg, but that doesn't stop these robots. So we gotta keep working on these guys.
I like that you scream stealth to use stealth.
Oh man, my last shot got him. Oh well. Now there should be.
I'm hiding.
Here's a Jacobs. You can see you like fan the revolver.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Don't kill him. I'll have to open the door to send reinforcements.
So.
Is the fanning alt fire?
Nope.
Is that no? It's regular.
Might just automatic, and these Jacobs will fire as fast as you can pull the trigger.
Awesome.
So our goal here, this is exploring some new gameplay to mix up our missions. To get the door open, we need to wound these loaders, so they need repairs. You can see the little wrench icons. And if we can get 3 of them to need repairs, they'll send reinforcements through the door, which will allow us to get in. So if I kill these guys, then
you actually have to start with a whole new wave.
Right, exactly. Alright, here we go.
I like that new shield breaking animation. I like all the little details that have just upgraded the look since the first one.
Yeah, we worked really hard to improve the feedback in the game so that just all these things that are happening during combat are much clearer to the player. Let's get a grenade out there. It looks like I got a homing fire grenade.
I love it.
That took care of them. And so here come
it's like
those
Satan's lawn sprinkler.
Here come those engineers. Now Mordecai had just shot that guy, so I was able to take him out really easily.
Although it looks like that revolver's no slouch either.
No, it is a good one. Whoa.
Bloodwing should be in the holding cells at the other end of the facility. Find her, you'll find your claptrap upgrade.
So as you can see, like the storytelling is much more ever present. The characters are talking to you, giving you updates, letting you know that you're making progress and progressing here. So this is a bad idea. This guy will reflect my bullets when he's spinning those blades.
Oh.
So this is he's a good candidate for. Oops, I took him out with my shock here. See if I can. Nope, wasn't fast enough. Get this.
So I know that with
Oh, gosh.
Axton's turret, there's a change in the amount of cooldown depending on whether you like pull the turret back early, things like that.
Right.
Are there other kind of like changes to cooldown for things like Zero's skills, or is that something that's specific to Axton's turret?
The turret is that's specific to Axton's turret. More Zero's little specialty here is that he's got those 5 seconds, and the closer you are to Zero, the higher your damage.
Okay.
So you really want to kind of wait for that at the end, and then get your slash in there and really finish him off here. Let's see if I can.
So I'd imagine that adds some strategy when you have a whole wave of guys in front of you. You really want to leave the tough guy last.
Yep. Oops.
Oh, geez.
That's okay. He's pretty wounded.
I also love the whole idea of a combat engineer.
Yeah, they're building the facility, but you never know when some Vault Hunter is going to show up, so they got to be ready. So here's our this is a badass corrosive skag, and we got to be careful. See, he's calling all the other skags to him, and then now he's turned all of them into corrosive skags.
Oh.
So this shows off some of the new AI that we have in the game. The creatures can actually communicate with each other and do things like this, like transferring their abilities between each other.
So being corrosive is kind of like Skag Pink Eye.
Yeah, you could say that.
All right. Gross.
They are knocking me around. And when the badass does that to the pups and turns them all into corrosive, they'll get a new ability. So he's now spitting corrosive goo at me instead of regular.
Oh man.
Spittle. Let's see. Come on.
I believe in you.
Oh, I overshot.
Oh, man.
Come on, come on, come on. Come on, one more. Nice.
Nice. So close.
So yeah, there's our second wind, of course, is back. It was one of our features that really stood out in Borderlands. And
it
has
feels
become
like
one of
you
our marquee
guys,
features.
Yeah, I was going to say, it feels like you guys have, in this one, kind of taken that more as like a mechanic to take advantage of.
Yeah,
Whereas-
absolutely, absolutely. We brought it more into the skill tree so that you can play around with your abilities there. Axton has an ability that allows him to throw grenades when he's down, when normally that's not allowed. So you can break
Gotcha.
some of the rules of that. This is Iridium. This is a new currency in the game that allows you to buy things from Crazy Earl and his black market. And that's where you get your backpack upgrades and your carrying capacity and all those sorts of things. There's a lot of small little gameplay things, as you just saw there. All the money and ammunition, you just have to run near it and you'll automatically pick it up. And that keeps the pace of the gameplay faster than it was in the first game. Yikes.
That looks like we're going into a friendly place. That's fun, probably.
Oh, hey, you're in the preserve. I was gonna do this whole thing where I'd lure you in here and kill you, but you just kind of showed up. Thanks for saving me the trouble, kiddo.
Handsome Jack.
Yep, that was Handsome Jack. Let's see a
I
weapon.
hate everything that comes out of his mouth.
Weapon chest here. Boosted Sportsman. So this is a slag weapon, which is one of our new elements. And when you cover people or enemies in slag, it will amplify the damage of your next attack with a different type of weapon. There's the tutorial there.
Gotcha. So we just, it looks like you just completed a challenge that goes to the badass rank, right? Did we just get some badass points there?
Exactly, yeah. When you complete a challenge, that was an update letting me know that I was halfway to completing that particular challenge. And yeah, when you complete challenges, you earn badass ranks. And those ranks improve your abilities with all your characters, not just the one that you're currently playing. So whenever you start a new character, you'll already have some advantages.
Which I love, because since every different character is a different kind of play style, there's some that you're just naturally going to suck at. And it's nice. It's nice to just go in, and have those little bits of boosts that make it a little more worthwhile for you to play.
Right. Here, let me bring their challenge page up really quick, and it shows how many ranks I have right now. And the tokens are, I can redeem a token to earn a bonus. So I didn't get melee damage, which is what zer0 would like, but we'll take some critical hit damage. So I get a plus 1% to my critical hit damage. And then over here, over here are all the challenges that are in the game.
Nice.
So there's a ton of them. So there's a lot of stuff to do, even outside of your mission objectives.
True world revealed. Weakness is now known to me.
See, in Deception there, I was able to take down the badass's shield entirely with that one slash.
Nice. So obviously we get a bonus to melee when we're using Deception. But is zer0 naturally, is his melee just naturally stronger than other melees? Like, how is he balanced out?
Yeah, it starts out actually the same as everybody else, but he just has lots of skills that augment it.
Okay.
And Deception in particular gives you, I think it's like 400% damage to your melee when you're in Deception.
So that's interesting. Do all the characters kind of start off sort of equally goodish at everything, and then it's just the skill tree that really differentiates?
Yes, that's one of our design philosophies with Borderlands, is that all the characters start out the same, so that you can never really choose sometimes in an RPG you'll choose the quote incorrect character.
Yeah.
Where you're really terrible at the beginning of the game and then eventually you're super powerful. That's something that we really want to avoid in Borderlands. So all the characters start out the same, and they really differentiate themselves through the skills and abilities that you choose.
We're going to jump into this building in just a moment, but first, I wanted to thank Carbonite for making my introduction to the Wildlife Preserve possible. Carbonite Online Backup is the automatic cloud backup for the computer files at your home, office, or small business. Just set it up once, and Carbonite will protect your computer files so that you can stay focused on running your business. No hardware required. With Carbonite, getting lost files back is easy. Your employees can even access their backed up files on their smartphone or iPad with a free Carbonite app. Carbonite is the better backup plan for your home office or small business. You can start your free trial at carbonite.com with the offer code NEWChallenger today, and you'll get 2 bonus months if you decide to buy. That's carbonite.com, and the offer code for 2 bonus months is NEWChallenger. Cool, so let's jump in that door.
Getting ganked here.
Skags!
All right, let's get in here.
I know you guys have a Claptrap figure now. You guys should have a Beanie Baby Skag. I can smack around when I get angry.
Yeah, that would be fun. Just gonna try to clean these guys up so they aren't bugging us.
Got a little splash damage from your grenade there.
I did. Where you going, dude? Ah.
So this kind of vision that Zero gets.
Holy cow, legendary.
What?
We just found a legendary shield.
Oh.
If I can clean these up, we'll go take a look at it and see what we got.
I was gonna ask, this view that Zero gets, where everything kind of looks, for lack of a word that isn't shitty in 90s, matrixy. Is that just the shield that he's seeing, or?
No, he's got this visor. Like his helmet has like a screen inside it that when he goes into this mode, it allows him to see the world, through like a filter.
Gotcha.
So that he can see his enemies better.
So that's just something that kind of highlights things, so you can see where all your targets are.
Yeah, it makes all the enemies pop out of the background.
Gotcha.
So let's see, we got a legendary shield. This is the Transformer. This is an absorption shield.
Wow.
That absorbs 23% of all bullets that come in. So I won't take any damage from those, and instead I will earn those bullets into my backpack. We're of course going to use that.
Plus immunity to electrocution.
Right. So I can't get all
That's a
electrified.
nice shield, man.
And if I remember correctly, it does some. There's always some extra goodness in the legendaries. Got him.
1 badass rank. So those, with the number of challenges that there are, those badass ranks kind of come up fairly often then.
Yeah, especially early in the game. We don't have a lot of ranks right here on this save game, so they'll come up fairly frequently. And then the more badass you get, the longer it'll take before you earn your next ranks. And
I know that ranks are global. Are challenges global, or will you see?
The challenges are per character.
Okay.
So when you've completed all the challenges, if you want to continue to increase your rank, you'll want to try out a new character and see what they have to offer. Uh-oh. Super badass. Wow. I better get behind cover. Oh, he lit me on fire with those attacks.
Wow.
He's got reinforcements. Trying to hit that eyeball. There we go.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
That's cool. All you have to do is kill this super badass loader.
This might be a problem.
And no, you got this. All you have to do is just, while crawling on your knees with a pistol, kill this super badass loader in 15 seconds.
Didn't make it. That was a pretty good run.
That was a good run, though.
That was a pretty good run.
That was awesome. Man, that was great. Thank you so much for showing that off.
You're welcome.
Borderlands 2 is out on September 18th for PC, 360, and PS3. You definitely want it. Don't even pretend like you don't want it. And we've got tons of Borderlands 2 coverage all week long on Rev3 Games, including rundowns of all the new character skill trees. So be sure that you subscribe so you don't miss it, and I will see you next week.